Good morning, brothers and sisters, especially the faithful parishioners of St. Anthony's and San Gabriel, and happy fourth Monday of Easter. In our gospel today, Jesus continues to speak beautifully about the Good Shepherd. Jesus is the Good Shepherd. But as I was reading this, I was thinking about this one time I was watching TV. I think it was Animal Planet or National Geographic or something along those lines. And it was a special on wolves. And in today's gospel, Jesus speaks about wolves. And so specifically, this program was on kind of highlighting how wolves hunt. And in this case, they were hunting buffalo. Now, a buffalo, very strong animal, huge animal, much bigger, much stronger than a wolf. But which animal's smarter? Wolves. Wolves are smarter than buffalo. So this was just a fascinating program talking about how wolves hunt in their pack and they stalk their prey before they actually attack their prey. And what they're doing is they're identifying which, in this case, buffalo, are the weakest. Which buffalo are the ones who are struggling. And then at a certain point, one of these wolves is going to dart out and head directly for one of those weakest and buffalo that's struggling the most within the pack, usually the youngest or the elderly, the old buffalo. But a wolf knows it can't attack its prey head on. Instead, it has to attack from behind. And so it's fascinating. This wolf darts out, and all of a sudden the herd of buffalo realize a wolf, and they start to run. They run away. And so this gives the wolf an opportunity to creep up behind, very crafty, and then they launch out. Now, a wolf can't bite down on the hide of a buffalo. The side or the neck is too thick. Once again, the buffalo is too strong. So it bites down on like just a little part, the back of the ankle or the heel of one of these weak buffalo, and that buffalo comes crashing down. And within seconds, the rest of the herd is there, and they're just devouring this poor buffalo. Now, never forget watching this program, just kind of shocked, like, oh my gosh, poor buffalo. These wolves are dangerous. These wolves are fierce. They're vicious. And so what's powerful about today's gospel is that Jesus uses this image in relation to himself as the Good Shepherd. I mean, I'm from Minnesota where there's lots of wolves, but I've never seen a wolf in action. But Jesus, during his time, I'm sure people were very familiar with wolves. They knew wolves were dangerous. He didn't want to mess around with the wolves, let alone a pack of wolves. And Jesus says, I am the Good Shepherd. Before I let a pack of wolves or a wolf devour you, my beloved sheep, I will lay down my life for you. I will lay my life on the line so that you might live. That's the kind of shepherd we have. Jesus identifies that not every shepherd is like that. Some shepherds are selfish. He speaks about the hired man who, when the wolves come, instead of laying down his life to protect his sheep, this shepherd runs away. You know, the old joke, right? There's two friends and they're camping, and all of a sudden a bear comes and they notice it's running right for them. And one of the friends starts putting on running shoes. And the other friend's like, what do you think, you're going to outrun this bear? He goes, no, I don't need to outrun the bear. I just need to outrun you. Right? This friend ready to throw his friend to the bear to be devoured. So, we don't want to be that kind of friend. We don't want to be that kind of person. Ultimately, Jesus is not that kind of shepherd. No, he lays down his life for you and for me. And so we can reflect, am I like that? Do I imitate the example of the Good Shepherd with those around me? Do I lay down my life for those entrusted to my care? Or do I just kind of let them be devoured by the wolves, devoured by the bears, what have you? Just kind of looking out for myself. As long as I'm good, all right, we're set. Let's go to Mary and let's ask her to pray for us, that we can be courageous to really care for the good of those entrusted to our care, that we can imitate the example of her son, Jesus, the Good Shepherd.